welcome my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius, your full moon of the year. Oh, it feels good, man, to read somebody's full moon. It really, really does. Welcome. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, and damn happy to be working for you today from the comfort of my dining room table. Cool. If you're new to my channel, please consider liking, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and commenting, because I just learned that the comments are what build the number so more people can see it. It has to do with some guy named Al and a log and his rhythm. I have no idea what that means. But that being said, also my subscribers, thank you. Thank you for supporting me on my YouTube journey. You know, I took clients face-to-face for decades, so this is new for me. But I'm good at it. I've been reading tarot since I'm 12. I'll be 52 in September. I know, hard to believe. Witchcraft. So really, your support on my journey has just been so invaluable, and I'm so honored. I really am. I'm not lying there. Yeah. So let's get down to biz. This is a general read, right? Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Trying to keep these around 20 minutes or so there will be time for you to check your other signs. The next reading I'm doing are the twin flame reads, and those are going to be way longer. So if you notice, I do a longie and then the shortie. First a longie. With you, it is never a quickie. It is always a longie. Comment below if you know what movie that is from. Otherwise, we are looking at the new moon on Monday. Duran. This coming Monday, actually, I'm doing this the Friday before. We're looking at the new moon in Cancer on the 20th of July, right? Going to the full moon in Aquarius the 3rd of August. So that is a waxing moon, right? So what we're doing here is we're doing a 5-card draw, 1 card from 5 different decks to see what it is that you need from 5 different pantheons that I am intimately wired into, right? So tapped into, they're hardwired into me now. So giving you clues, tips, and hints, right, of what you need, and I'll call out what each one does if you haven't watched your other signs yet. They are a little specific, but not, too tight, so to speak. So if you follow your breath, right, focus on your breath as we go, I will do the same. I'll be able to kind of bring through the clarity, guidance, and grace that I've been trained to do, and you will be able to feel what resonates and let go what doesn't. Cool. Let's get up in this gig. Breathe. All the decks that I read are in the description box at the very, very bottom. There are some cool links in there as well you might want to check out at some point. Otherwise, we're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle from Doreen Virtue. What is the angel you most need to work with, call upon, pray to, invoke, however your practice runs for you for this new moon to full moon next? Hey, you're just all going kerflooey on me? Come on. Let's do this. Breathe. My angels and my archangels, please. Can I have 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? This new moon in Cancer to full moon next. Their full moon in Aquarius, July into August 2020, please. What is the healing angel they most need to call upon this new moon to full moon next? Ooh, the angel of celebration, honey. That's good. Great. Oh, it's so nice to have a fun card like that for a change. But do understand that celebrations usually come at peak moments, hence the full moon in the card, or at the end of cycles, right? Like, oh, I finally got that promotion, right? That's like a peak. But, oh, I'm graduating from this or that, right? So there's something to be celebrated here. And sometimes the most challenging thing in the world for us to do is to celebrate where we are no matter what's going on around us, right? To celebrate our growth, to celebrate the intangibles of life. To celebrate, for instance, our relationship with our friends, even though we want so much, for our families and our lovers to all be certain things. It's like our friends, we can really celebrate celebrate that we usually have that area, right? That area of our lives that are worthy of celebration. Let's ask the goddesses what's going on here. A little piece of tarot narrative with the Daughters of the Moon Tarot by Fiona Morgan. We are going to have a look-see-duck-see at what you need to be aware of inside of yourself, right? Divine feminine, the goddess within, and all that. Cool, cool. Breathe. My goddesses, please. Can I get one card in clarity for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign? This new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius, their full moon. What is it that they need to be aware of within themselves, right? Inside themselves. This new moon to full moon next. Considering that the angels are talking about celebration, can you give us some clarity on what's going on within them? Ooh, the Chariot. Okay, well that's great, right? Now the Chariot, everybody says it's a Cancerian card. I agree with that. I'll go along with that because it's sometimes a little mood swingy, right? The dark horse, the light horse, back and forth, that you can channel them both together. You can also look at it as inspiration and motivation, the carrot and the stick, right? Driving you forward. And with celebration, look, you may very much want to be celebrating something and it feels like your emotions are into it. Now, just because you're an air sign doesn't mean you don't have emotions. Everybody has emotions, except some people. Little Betty Davis there for you. All About Eve. Everything I really needed to know about life I learned from All About Eve, except some things. So there's something here perhaps even about taking control of your life, taking control of your emotions. But, you know, there's a difference between the Chariot, because you don't want to repress the emotions. That don't work, right? That just pops up in other areas of your life, like whack-a-mole. But you want to kind of take the reins and kind of navigate your way through this. So, you know, some people confuse partying with celebration. If you're partying to escape pain, emotional pain, that's not celebration. Celebration is an uplifting thing, right? It's a near holy, W-H-O-L-L-Y, holy, positive thing of acknowledgement, right? You usually celebrate in acknowledgement of something, right? So maybe there's some emotions or something going on inside of you, inside, that you want to celebrate or feel you need to, right? Well, let's see what's going on outside of you with the Mythic Tarot, Juliet Sherman Burke. Such a pretty deck. I really love this deck. Based on Greek myth, really digging it. Have since, my God, when did I come across this deck? When I was a teenager? Probably. Yeah, 1986, I bet. Year I graduated high school. I'm old. I know. I just don't look it. Witchcraft. We're going to ask the gods, right? The divine yang, right? The divine masculine collective of all, half the universal energy, I should say. What you need to be aware of outside of yourself, or particularly it feels like with this card of the Chariot, what are you going to do about it, right? What is the masculine energy? What is what comes from you, or to be aware of what's going on around you? Let's do this. Breathe. My gods, please. One card in clarity for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in their moon, in their sign, Aquarius, July, August 2020. This just got very, very, very head spinning. Very, very, it's like being pulled up in the air very, very fast. Please, what is it that they need to be aware of? Either in their outside world, right, or in terms of their own masculine energy being put into the world. What is it that they most need to be aware of? This new moon to full moon next, July, August 2020. So we've got the Two of Flames here. Now, the Two of Flames for me is a card of indecision. Now, I know a lot of people will say Two of Swords on that, but Swords is air. Wands is fire. That's desire. So when you're making a decision about, well, do I want this or do I want this? This is Jason of Jason and the Argonauts trying to decide whether or not to go home and live a normal life or go into the cave back there where Chiron, the wounded healer, the centaur, Kentor is I believe the original Greek, but whatever, if he's going to take the quest given to him by Zeus to retrieve the golden fleece with the Argonauts and all of that. So there might very well be this thing of like, well, I really want to celebrate, and I can feel it, right? I can even feel those wheels sort of spinning, but you haven't really made the decision yet, or there's still some indecision about how to do this. Well, yeah, I could see, well, how are we going to celebrate? How do we want to celebrate this? Considering we can't stand right next to people, you know what I mean? Tricky. We're all having to rethink things right now. And as an Aquarian, if you can pull up to the higher stratosphere, so to speak, right? That's Aquarius, fixed air, seeing the larger picture of things. That might be helpful. But there's no question here that your wheels might be spinning a little, having all of this energy, wanting to celebrate. And I don't feel like this is about escapism or repressing or sublimating. This is about a genuine need to celebrate. Like, I don't know, maybe it's somebody's birthday or a wedding anniversary, or you know, how are you going to have a reception if you're getting married, right? Tricky. And this all doesn't need to necessarily take place over the next 2 weeks, but it is something that's you need to look at. And it's my pantheons wouldn't bring it up unless it was something of import, right? It's something you need to know, not something like, oh, by the way, you know, it's something, no, you really need to know this. Let's move on to the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn, the Voices of the Ascended Masters. What is the healing mantra you most need to help you heal this new moon to full moon next? Now, the benefit that you have here as an Aquarius is fixed air, fixed thought. And mantra means mind tool to cover or to protect. Sanskrit's like that. One word, depending on the other words around it, even can really change the meaning, sometimes quite drastically. So the more that you can focus on this mantra, whatever it is, it's going to help you. Even if it doesn't seem like it does, they work holographically. It's like you don't water a petal, you water a plant. Healing mantras, at least my experience with these particular mantras, very, very helpful. So let's have a look-see-duck-see. Breathe. My Ascended Masters, please. One card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from this new moon in Cancer to their full moon sign in Aquarius for this July into August 2020. What is the perfect healing mantra for them that they most need this new moon to full moon next July, August 2020? Ooh, Exploring Unity Consciousness. Great card. I am one eternal light appearing as all. I am one eternal light appearing as all. So this isn't about completely understanding unity consciousness. I don't think we're all there yet. There's probably a small percentage of people totally rooted in unity consciousness, fifth dimensional consciousness. But let me read you the mantra. I've used this one several times. I pull one every couple of days and I'll work them for a few days. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? It's alphabetical marking, ain't that hard. Exploring Unity Consciousness. So give this one a shot. It's so lovely. I am one eternal light, appearing as all. Like even just the contemplation of that could open some interior doors. When Unity Consciousness is explored, you are able to sense a connection that unites all hearts, no matter how unique each person seems to be. In unity, there is a willingness to accept the differences that make each of us unique while embracing the greater cosmic web of interconnectivity throughout all time and space. That's unity for you. It's just a little wordy. That's okay. In exploring unity consciousness, you are not a person in search of the light. You are the light dressed up as a person along your soul's journey. This mantra is ideal for amplifying presence. I seem to not have a problem with that. Grounding your energy and deepening meditation. Now, I know that doesn't seem to be in direct correlation to the previous cards, but it really is saying that there is a higher place for you to see this all from, right? Very much that Aquarian higher point of view that will help rectify, or at least resolve, this indecision. So you're using an element of air type mantra. Well, mantras essentially start as element of air, but then you incarnate them all the way down through the chakras as they are repeated over a period of time. The subconscious and the nervous system becoming more comfortable and familiar with the vibration to allow the healing in. Sort of like pin codes. That's a good way to look at a mantra, at least these in particular. Sanskrit, I think, even more so, actually. But to get that sort of altitude. And that if you're celebrating unity, like one would say a relationship, right? Oh, we've been together this long, or it's a family thing, right? It's summer, so usually that's when families get together. And if you're doing it every year, how are we going to do it this year, right? And do it safely and all of that jazz, right? That remember, it's that even though your wheels may be spinning with this, right? Because the angels are saying celebration, right? That the call to the angel of celebration, they have some answers and some ideas for you, I'm sure. And that this is something you really, really want to do. And perhaps you have an emotional, not just connection with, but an attachment to. That could be tricky. And hence the how to make it happen. We could do it this way. We could do it this way. I don't know. Is this better? Is that better? But this mantra will give you higher altitude and probably higher guidance as well from the Ascended Masters, just saying. But we got one more card left. We have got a Whisper of Love Oracle card, the voices of the higher selves of all involved. Let's see what it is that you need from your higher self in terms of inspiration, information, or insight. Breathe. Oh, the higher selves of all involved, please. One card in clarity, please, for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. From this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in their sign Aquarius. What is the piece of insight, inspiration, information that they need from their higher selves? This new moon to full moon next. One more time, all right? July into August 2020. It's that little click that tells me. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Reschedule it. I mean, I'm referring to like the family reunion kind of thing. Have patience. Have patience. Yeah. As they said to the Amazon in the chariot, by the way, the name of the card is called the Amazon, right? Oh yeah, Amazons love being patient, don't they? It's a very strong divine feminine energy on this. Look, there may be obligation in here, right? There may be obligation, and maybe a conflict of obligation, so to speak, right? Do we do it this way or do we do it that way? But we've got to do it this way, but we can't do it that way, so we have to do it that way, right? Tricky. But whatever your scenario is, and that's the thing, if this was a private reading, I could go way deeper into this, and you would probably at some point tell me what the situation was. But for something general, I can see this playing out in all sorts of different ways. So let me give you the blessing, and I'll put it all together, all right? So, may the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon in Cancer to full moon in Aquarius, July, August 2020. That they may get the healing of this celebration with the angels, that they are very much wanting as they become aware of this drive, this motivation, this inspiration, this intensely building momentum, emotion moving through them while dealing with the indecision, maybe not just their own, but of everyone else involved. But yet by exploring unity consciousness, may they understand that we are all one eternal light, appearing as all, so that they can have patience and remember that love is patient and kind always. And if they're not being patient and kind with everyone always, may they be patient and kind with themselves, with their own impatience and frustration and indecision over this situation for their well-being and for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you so much for watching, my Aquarians. I love you all so much. All my best friends are Aquarians. So please do consider liking, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and commenting below if you have not yet done so. Otherwise, thank you so much. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.